If you have any breathing issues at home, if you have asthma or you have asthma in your genes, someone in your family has asthma, do not take the risk of holding your breath. Now, if you're fine and you don't have any asthma, it's fine. You can hold your breath and then release through the right nostril. Let's do that. Inhale through the left nostril. Hold. Exhale through the right.
It's a wrap, darling.
Thank you. We just want to finish the breath. Inhale through the right. Hold. If it's just the two of us, I might bring you up the front to do a demo. Maybe not in this one. This is knee benders. Maybe in the next one. Welcome back to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. Before we forget, I would like to do our little 1-minute commercial. Those of you at home who have been watching us for a while, Josiane Hird, to my right, has been with me for quite some time. My name is Banu Suresh. Josiane has been with us over the last at least 30, 40 weeks, and it's been wonderful having you around, Josiane. So thank you so much. We're going to have you talk a little bit about yourself after we introduce our viewers to some of the support they have out there. We have a postcard with the basic 48 plus sequence on it. They are a sequence of basic 48 ailment specific stretches. Very safe stretches. Anyone can get into these stretches. Even Josiane with her tender knee has been with us, and today she's going to attempt knee benders to help prevent arthritis. So we are actually targeting all postures in the sequence that bend, fold and unfold the knees. So Josiane's going to be very careful, but she's also very brave. So again, thank you. We also have a fridge magnet for you with the sequence on it, and a card, business card with the sequence on the back. So no excuses not to stretch. Josiane, before we go into the knee benders, there are plenty of postures in the sequence where we can actually practice bending and unbending of the knees. Before we do that, first of all, tell me what happened to your knees. How did you hurt yourself? It's been bad for a while.
Yes,
so.
the room was very cold at home, and unfortunately I overstretched. I did it myself. I didn't realize. I was in front of the computer and I went like this.
Because that's your comfortable posture,
Yes.
right? Folks at home, if you are a bit of a yoga addict like Josiane is, it's fine. It's okay to stretch. Just be careful you don't overdo it. Some days, if you've not warmed up enough, do you think that
I was
might
not
be?
warmed up.
You want to be very careful. Actually, you know what? One of these episodes, we should do some of the warm-up stretches. Sun salutation
Oh,
is
that's
a good
perfect.
warm-up.
Yes, I love it.
Sun salutation is a wonderful warm-up, but we can also do just regular warm-ups, like, moving the knees around together wrist movements. We'll do that. We'll focus. We'll give you one full episode on warm-ups for yoga, and at the end of that episode, we'll close it with a beautiful sun salutation. And this will be a sun salutation with a bit of a variation. I'd also like to remind you that we use this 48 plus sequence from a book. We've adapted the sequence from a book called Yoga Secrets, which is my book, so I have my permission to use this book. But it's not really a book, it's a box of cards. It's a box of 10 cards. 2 of them tell you how to get into these various stretches step by step, and the other 8 actually focus on 8 ailment-specific sequences for various common ailments. So we are going to focus today on knee benders. And actually, Josiane, I'm going to help you choose. You let me know. There are quite a few knee benders that are not going to impact your knees as, not as deeply as some of the total forward folds. So you tell me, does posture number 3 look okay? Utkatasana, that's this one here.
Oh yes,
That's a thunderbolt. You're okay?
That's okay with that.
Yeah. Okay, how about 5 and 6? The Virabhadra, 5 and 6.
Yes.
You're okay with those?
Yes.
Well, let's start with those. Let's start with those. And then we're also looking at number 11. So you've got 3, 5, 6. How about number 11? You tell me, go through this list and you tell me what you think of, whether you're comfortable.
I like all of them.
That's Josiane.
I like the pigeon. I think that's a very good stretch.
We did pigeon yesterday, so yes, it's a wonderful stretch and it's a beautiful knee bender as well. We'll try not to repeat if we can help it, because we have a lot of knee benders for you.
This I cannot do because I cannot do.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to skip number 30. It's a little bit intense.
This is good too.
If you have, yes, that is good. So that is number 28. So we'll skip number 30, which is Mahamudra. If you have tender knees, as Josiane does, you want to skip posture number 30. That's grand gesture or Mahamudra. And what about the others, Josiane? So you've got 3, 5, 6, 11, 14. What about number 14? Natarajasana, you okay? That one takes your knees back, right?
Yes.
Let's skip that because I think that'll be a bit too much for you today. Number 14 is out. How about 18 and 19? You okay with those?
Yes, I'm
18?
okay with those,
Okay,
yes.
as long as it's forward bends.
Forward bends, yes.
You're okay. Wonderful. So 18 and 19 are okay. Let's stay with those. How about 23? So 18 is Ashwa Sanchala, equestrian. Number 19,
That's okay too.
Parsvakona Namaskara. So that's good. How about 23 and 28? What about 23?
No.
That's the one with the forward fold. Okay, we'll take out Shashank, number 23. The rabbit posture is out.
It's good too.
Ardha Matsendra, good. I hadn't even had that on my list, but that's a wonderful pick. Good call. 24. Okay, so you've got 3, 5, 6, 11, 18, 19, 24.
Knee bend, of course.
1. Yes,
Forward stretch.
it's actually, you know what, I'm using that for the sciatica sequence tomorrow. So let's save that because that's on that. We don't have too many hamstring stretches. So, but you're right.
This is a good one
Yes.
too.
Yes, okay, 25. So let's see, we may have enough time for all of these, plus a few breathing exercises. So let's get into that. We're going to start with posture number 3. So that is the thunderbolt. We're going to come up, we're going to stand up, heels are together, toes are slightly apart. This posture doesn't require too much room on either side, so we don't have to stagger ourselves. Folks at home, this is a very compact posture. It actually involves you feeling very compact as well. You want to tighten your pelvic base, so tighten your pelvic sphincters, keep your heels together, toes are slightly apart, keep your knees as close together as you can. When you go down into the stretch, when you bend your knee and you go down, there is a tendency for the knees to come apart. You want to try and consciously keep your knees together. Now tighten your sphincter muscles, palms by your side, heels together, toes slightly apart. We're going to inhale, and Josiane and I are going to bring our arm up to shoulder height with our palms facing in. So as I call out, we're going to exhale. Once our arms are up to shoulder height, we're going to exhale and bend at the knees, almost like we're sitting in an imaginary chair. Let's do that. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to inhale and bring our arms up to shoulder height. Keep your palms facing in. Exhale and bend at the knees. Keep your knees together. Tighten your sphincters. You should feel a wonderful stretch in your Achilles, the back of your ankles. If your knees are together, you'll also feel a beautiful, beautiful tightening of the low back muscles. Now, if your knees come apart a little bit, the low back feels a bit of relief. But you want to be strong. You want to stay strong in every aspect, in every way. You want to be nice and strong. Hold. Inhale. Let's come up. Exhale and release. Josiane, how did that feel? Was that too intense?
No, it was okay.
You're okay? Josiane is fine. And folks at home, if you have tender knees, you want to avoid any posture that involves taking your knees back. But Josiane did not go into any forward folds with the knees bent under her. All she did with me, she exhaled and she brought her knees down. Yes, it's a little bit of pressure on the knees. You did feel that, right?
Yes, but it's a good one.
I like that. Good. It's a little bit of pressure on your knees, but as Josiane says, it's a good pressure. The point is, if you find, when we go down on our knees, if you find that the pain is too much on your knees, you want to ease off a little bit. Take your body back. Yeah. You want to lean back just a little bit. The more you come forward, there's more pressure on the knees. So if your knees feel like they're hurting a little bit, just bring your body upright. Otherwise, it's okay to lean forward. Get the torso forward just a little bit. Okay, we're going to go into posture number 5 and 6. Virabhadra and Virabhadra Kona. Virabhadra is brave warrior. Veera is brave. Bhadra is a soldier or a warrior. We're going to turn sideways. This time we're going to face one of the cameras. Somebody will pick us up. Your legs are about 3 feet apart. If you're very, very tall, you can go further. But for this posture, we are not trying to get closer to the floor. All we want to do is get a beautiful, beautiful stretch of you want a pelvic stretch of your adductor muscles, the inside of your upper thighs. You want to put your brakes on, so bring your toes in. So your legs are about 3 feet apart. I think you're comfortable, right?
Yes.
Good. Again, if anyone sees or notices that Josiane's wearing socks, please be aware. She's got rubber dots beneath the socks. So if you want to practice with your socks on, make sure you have something that gives you a good grip on your mat. You want to be safe. And you want to be very, very aware of what you need for the day. Now, Josiane, why do you have your socks on?
To keep my feet warm.
Josiane wants to keep her feet warm because the studios get a little cold sometimes. We have very expensive equipment here. So we want to make sure that equipment is safe and we're safe as well. So put your brakes on, toes come in. We're going to turn. Now your left foot is already turned in. Right foot goes out just a little bit. Now what we're going to do, as we exhale, we will bend the right knee. But before we exhale, we're going to inhale and bring our arms up to shoulder height. We're going to face the camera. We're going to face forward, face you, our viewers. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Exhale and bend the right knee. Keep your torso nice and upright. Make sure you don't lean too far forward, because when you do that, you're putting more pressure on your knees. Keep your body nice and upright, very calm. You should feel a little bit of pressure on your right knee. That is good, because that's the purpose of this particular sequence, is knee benders. So you need to be aware. If it feels too easy, it's probably not doing its job. Inhale, release the right leg. Turn the right foot in and turn the left foot out. This time we're going to face away from the camera. I'm going to stagger forward just a little bit so I don't hit this post on the back. This time I'm going to look to my left, because the left knee is what we're going to bend. Now our arms are still up. So we still have our arms up at shoulder height, palms facing down. We're going to exhale and dip the left knee. Exhale, bend the left knee. And let's hold. Look to the left and hold. I've had a teacher, one of my teachers told me, you have to visualize and pretend like you're compressed between 2 huge sheets of glass. Now, I don't like that vision, but if that helps me keep my body nice and upright and as flat, if you see ourselves in profile, you'll see a nice flat image. Hold. Inhale. Straighten your left leg. Turn your left foot in. We're going to keep our arms there. It's a test of our arm strength. We're not going to bring our arms down. We're going to try and keep it there as long as we can. So your left foot comes in. This time, turn your right foot out again. We are going to exhale. As we exhale, we're going to bend our left leg at the knees, and we are going to dip our torso to the right. So bringing our right arm down in front of the right ankle. Left arm goes all the way up. Both palms face forward. Exhale. Let's keep exhaling. Take your left arm all the way up. Look up at the left hand. Both palms face forward. And let's hold. You should feel a beautiful stretch in your obliques on the left side of your body. So this is actually giving you a double advantage. This particular posture is good for the knees. It's also good to stretch your obliques on the left. It opens up your chest. Inhale. Let's come up. Bring our arms up to shoulder height. Straighten your right knee. Turn your right foot in. Turn your left foot out. This time we're going to face the left side away from the camera, but you know what to do next. Exhale, bend the left leg at the knee and dip your torso to the left. Bring your left arm all the way down in front of your left ankle. Right arm goes up, both palms facing up. Exhale. Keep exhaling. Take your right arm all the way up and hold. Remember, when we say hold, it's hold your posture, not your breath. Keep breathing. Inhale, bring your arms up to shoulder height. Straighten your left knee. Exhale and release. Wow, that does feel good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
That's good. Is it impacting your knee in any
No.
way?
No, not
And
all,
you still
not at
feel
all.
beautiful. Stay there. We might have another pelvic stretch. So let me see. Where are we? 5, 6, 11. No, that's not right. Knee benders? Oh, yeah, it is. Are you ready for a balanced one?
That's right.
No. Let's skip that. We have a lot of knee benders. Let's do another one. 18 and 19. Okay, 18 is this one is a balanced posture. We're going to skip that. Let's do number 18. Ashwa Sanchala is equestrian. Here's what we're going to do. First of all, your start position in standing postures is always heels together, toes slightly apart. Now this time we're going to take our left leg back just a little bit, maybe about 8 to 10 inches away from the other leg. Then wiggle your right leg forward. Now you want to get your right leg as far forward as you comfortably can and assess in your mind. You know your body best. So in your mind, just assess how deep or how far your left leg can stretch. So if you want to feel a deeper stretch in the left leg, you want to bring the legs apart even further. Let's try that. Okay. Now your legs are apart. Both your feet are facing forward. So your toes are facing in the front. What we're going to do as we go down, we're going to keep exhaling and bend both the legs. Now curl your left foot in. So curl the toes on your left foot in as you go down. Keep exhaling. Very gently place the left knee on the floor and uncurl your toes and hold. Place your right hand on both your hands on your right knee and hold. Just feel a beautiful, delicious stretch of the knees. So you want to make sure that your knees are not too far over your toes. You want to be just above your toes. Hold. And now comes the tricky part. Actually, no, after this, we're going to transition into the next posture. We're going to combine two postures in one, so we don't have to repeat the stages. Josiane, let me know if there's any pain at all, okay? That's beautiful, very nice. Now, if you want to go further and deeper and closer to the floor, make sure that you dip even more. So you don't want to, if you don't want to bring your knee too far over your toes, your right knee, then take your left knee further back so your pelvis comes closer to the floor. Make sure that at the end of this posture, whenever you're ready to stay still, you want to make sure that your toes are flat. The toes on your left foot. Right, we only have one left foot, right? Now, we're going to inhale, raise our left arm. Exhale, take the left arm over the right knee. Place the right palm over the left palm. Turn to look at your right elbow and hold. Inhale. Let's release this posture. And very gently come back out of this posture. Now, we're going to gracefully as we possibly can, we're going to come down, bring our right knee to the floor. That's good. And then bring our left foot out. Now, we are bent at the left leg. We want to make sure that the left knee does not go too far over the toes, but at the same time, we want to make sure that our pelvis is as close to the floor as possible. So to do that, we're going to curl out the toes on the right foot a little bit and then start gliding the right knee back. So that dips your hip nice and low, close to the mat. Once you're ready and once you're there, you feel safe, nice and secure. If you want, you can keep your toes curled in, but remember that is a lot more pressure on your knees. So you're going to uncurl the toes. Keep your left hand where it is, on your left knee. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, dip the right elbow over the left knee. Place the left palm over the right palm. Look up at your left elbow. This is also a beautiful stretch for the obliques. It's a wonderful abdominal twist. Do you feel that, Josiane?
Yes.
Doesn't it feel nice? We're just wringing our body, wringing our torso out, getting all the air out of our body. All we need to feel in this sequence is knee benders. So we don't care if our chest is not, actually our chest is opening up a little bit. The left side of our chest is opening up. Inhale, release the posture. And let's see what we have in store. That's 18 and 19 together. Let's see what 24 and 26. Oh yes, you wanted these, right? Josiane, 24. Ardha Matsyendra. Ardha is half. Matsyendra is the name of a sage. Matsya is fish. Matsyendra is Lord of the Fishes. So literally the whole posture translates as half Lord of the Fishes. So what we're going to do is tuck the left heel under the right buttock. Take your right foot. With your hands, use both your hands. We have natural props on our body. Let's use them. Place your right leg over the left knee. And we're going to push the right knee in and torque our body a little bit to the right. Make sure your right foot is nice and flat. We're not in the cow face yet. Cow face, that's good. I'm glad you made me think of something else. So cow face posture. In cow face posture, when you have your one leg over the other, both your feet will be facing the back of the room. In Ardha Matsyendra, your right foot, the leg that is crossed over, will have the foot flat on the ground, just next to the knee. We're going to torque our body. Push the right knee in, torque your body to the right. Now, keep your right hand where it is, against the right knee. Inhale, raise the left arm. Exhale, bring the left elbow over the right knee. Try to grab your left knee. Or if you don't think you can hold your left knee today, that's fine. What you want to do is maybe place it somewhere on your right thigh, anywhere, but just make the connection. You can even grab hold of part of your trousers if you like. Now, Josiane, oh, you look good. You look very comfortable. Very nice. And once you've made that connection, you want to place your right hand behind you and torque your body, turn to look back. This posture also will feel nice and compact. You'll be wringing your whole upper body. Keep breathing. It's a little difficult to breathe in this posture because you're actually squeezing your midriff, so there's not much room for air to get in. Keep exhaling. The more you exhale, the more you turn back, the deeper you get into the stretch. Inhale and release. Very gently. Release your left arm, then your right leg. And then we're going to take the right heel, the right foot is under the left buttock. Then take the left leg, cross it over the right knee. And what we're going to do is just adjust your buttock just a little bit if you need to. We're going to push the right knee in with our left hand and actually with the right hand as well, and torque your body to the left just a little bit. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, dip the right elbow over the left knee, and if you can hold on. Now you notice, what you might notice at home, that when I want to grab hold of my right knee in this particular part of the posture, I actually moved my left foot just a little bit forward. You might find that makes it a little easier for you to torque your body. Now, if you have your foot nice and way back, it's a little more intense. Some of us may be able to do that, some of us may not. But the idea is to be able to twist as much as you can. So if it helps you to move your foot forward, that's fine. It does not compromise your posture in any way. Place your left hand behind your buttock, turn to look left. So you're basically looking at the back of the room. Keep breathing. Difficult as it may seem, you want to keep breathing. You don't want to stop breathing. Josiane and I can get a high on our breathing techniques in a while. Inhale and release. We have another wonderful knee bender, which is also beautiful. Let's release the legs. Let's extend the left leg, which is also a beautiful counter posture to Ardha Matsyendra. It's called Marichasana. Marich was also the name of another saint. I believe there were about 7 saints from where we had the lineage of, well, I don't want to go into that. I don't know too much about it, but Maricha was the name of a saint. So we're going to keep our left leg extended. Right leg is bent at the knee. You'll notice that this is also an intense knee bending exercise, knee bending stretch. I'm going to adjust myself just a little bit to make sure that the right knee comes up as straight as I can make it. My hand is behind me to support my back from collapsing. I'm going to inhale, raise the right arm. Now, if you notice, Josiane and I have our body turned just a little bit. We're talking a little bit to the left. So you want to make sure that your knee is nice and straight, but your body is turned a little to the left. Inhale, exhale, and fold from the hip. Keep exhaling. Wrap your right arm around your right knee. If your hand is already behind you, take it very gently and try it. Let me turn around. Very gently, you want to try and clasp both your hands together. If your hands are not going to clasp today, you can use a belt. Now, once you have your hands clasped, you want to keep your feet nice and flexed. You don't want to point it. That's the last thing you want to do in this posture. Keep it flexed, not too stiff, just relaxed and flexed. Now, once you have your hands clasped, you want to turn to the right and lift your chest. Open up your chest as much as you can. Keep breathing. Inhale, release. Let's extend the right leg, and this time we're going to bend the left leg at the knee. We have a couple of minutes left, so I think we're doing fairly well. Now I'm going to torque my body. Both Josie and I are going to turn a little bit to the right so that I can get my body out of the way of my left knee. Inhale, raise the left arm. Exhale, wrap the left arm around the left knee. And then try to clasp both your hands together from behind. One arm may be more easier. One side may be more flexible than the other. It happens to all of us. Inhale and make sure your chest on the right side is nice and open. Look to the left. Feet are flexed but not tense. You don't want to point them. Just keep them flexed very gently. Inhale, release the arms, and let's release the legs. Josiane, I know you wanted to go into Janu Sirsha, head to toe, and the other one, but let's save that for the sciatica stretch. We have 24, 25. That's wonderful. We have about a minute left. We might be able to. Okay, you take your pick. Do you want to do 32 or 33? Let's do 32 probably. You're okay with that, right? You are sitting in Padmasana. That should be easy for you. Okay, we're going to close this episode with Baddha Kona. Baddha Kona is cobbler posture. And while we are in that posture, I'm going to also tell you where you can watch us every day, Monday through Friday, 1:30 on Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. Josiane Hird to my right, and my name is Banu Suresh. We're signing off for today. We're going to get into our favorite posture for today's sequence anyway.